tell David to edit out all of the farts on the.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Wait,
yo! Look at this!
Oh!
Are you seeing this outfit?
Wow!
Are you seeing this drip, bro? Are you
Don't
seeing
touch
this
my
shit?
knee. Oh my god.
Look at that! What is that?
That's so
How is she doing that?
How do you even?
That doesn't seem
sick.
possible. That's
Welcome to Drawfee, where we take your dumb ideas
And make even dumber drawings.
We're
back. We're back. We're so fucking back.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Karina.
And I'm Julia.
This is our first recording after me and Julia came back from vacation.
Clearly.
I forgot what we say for a second, but
Your
I
name?
remember now.
It's been years, and it only takes 2 weeks for us to forget.
To
Completely
undo.
erase it.
I kind of like just laughing before we say our names. It's like a little ominous.
Gets us in a mood, in the
Yeah.
headspace. And I think it's good that we're in a headspace because there's only so much time we have
Well,
On this earth?
on
Yeah.
this earth and in this episode.
That's so true.
And we don't know how much time we're going to get.
That's also true.
And that's, believe it or not, the theme of this episode.
Whoa.
We're gonna die?
The theme of this episode is that we're going to die in it at some point. You don't know when, and
Death
neither
comes
do
for
we.
us all.
No, this one came from our Patreon Discord user, not dead, who is called Syntax Rigger, who said, set a timer for a random time between 5 and 10 minutes. Person 1 draws till the timer goes out and isn't allowed to know how much time they have left. Basically start a drawing, and another person finishes it, but you don't know when the end of your drawing time is. And that sounded fun. We're going to do it, but we're changing the timer a little bit. We're going to do between 30 seconds and 5 minutes.
Oh, a little
Just
bit
like
shorter.
life.
A little bit shorter, just like life. You only get 30 seconds to 5 minutes.
Yep.
So make the most of it. Live like you were dying in
Yeah.
30 seconds to 5 minutes.
and everyone
Okay.
who draws in that 30-second range, it gets turned into a YouTube short.
Oh,
It does.
Our
It
very
does.
first YouTube shorts.
I think this is going to be the time to finally do it.
Yeah.
Nathan, you're going to start.
Uh-huh.
And Julia, you are our timesman.
I am the timesman.
You actually have a random timer where
I
every time you
do.
start it, it gives us a random time.
And every time we kiss,
It gives us a random time also.
to fly.
Yeah, it's a kiss unleashed timer. We have to kiss to start the
Oh,
timer.
All right.
Mwah.
Everyone.
The Olympics are going to be interesting.
You ready, Nathan?
Sure.
Julia, whenever you're ready, you kick them off.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Mwah.
So I'm just drawing whatever.
Yeah, just start.
Okay.
And don't take up too much room.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't get
we're-
greedy.
We're going to have to all get a hand on this ball.
Okay.
We're getting a.
We're all putting our hands on the balls.
Which balls?
That's up to you. It's up to you. Okay, I like this.
Stop.
Oh, this is a good challenge.
Okay, my turn.
Yep.
We're not cutting seat swaps on this one. I feel like it's going to be all part of the experience.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna give
We're doing
you
it live.
all of the sounds.
You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Mwah.
Oh, that's a nice ear shape.
Yeah. That one, not so much.
I like it.
That one's out there.
It's kind of hanging off. Like, okay, there we go.
Ooh.
Oh, we're allowed to erase each other's drawings.
Yeah, why not?
Just go in clear.
Yeah.
Delete
Power
layer.
move. Honestly, it's a good idea.
Why does it look like Tony made this?
This does look like something Tony would draw, doesn't it?
Tony.
Wow, Tony. If we all draw at random times,
We end up doing Tony's shtick.
we end up doing Tony's shtick.
Very interesting direction.
I hope Tony's doing well.
Seems to be. Yeah.
If you want Tony to be doing well, you need to like and subscribe right now.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's all he has.
Because if
Tony
you don't,
watches that number.
he watches it like a hawk, and he's like, "This is determining how well I'm
Yeah.
gonna do."
A Tony Hawk.
He watches it like a
damn
Tony
it.
Hawk.
This is like the first iteration of the Sphinx, the Egyptian Sphinx, and they're like, I don't know, can you make it a little cooler?
He's like, "What do you mean? You don't like me?"
I'm gonna tell riddles.
He looks like he just got bad news.
Yeah, he's being replaced.
We have a better candidate.
Yeah.
We've decided to go in a new direction.
Whoa.
Oh, this is fun because it's timed. We can't hold for sirens.
Yeah.
No, we can't. If you hear sirens, that's just going to be part of the experience.
Ooh,
That's New York City, baby.
that's sort of like the fifth Drawfee host.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob got way more time than me.
Yeah, I don't even know what to do with my time anymore. Like,
I have
going.
not determined this.
No, I know.
That was literally the point of the challenge. You don't need to sound so jealous.
We're at the whims of the timer.
Oh, I didn't mean to sound jealous. I'm very grateful.
Oh.
We're gonna start on a second face.
Oh,
I
and
think.
he's right behind. He's going. Oh, he's right behind me, isn't he?
And I don't know what this guy's deal
Yeah.
is yet, but he is not happy. Maybe he's like the Sphinx's agent.
What do you mean replaced?
Yeah, they told me I was replaced. I don't know. I thought I was doing a pretty good job doing the riddles.
You can't even look him in the eye.
I really am just still going.
Yeah,
huh?
just keep going.
It would be really funny if Julia didn't do 30 seconds to 5 minutes, but like 30 seconds to like an hour. Jacob just has to
Like,
draw.
it's gotta be 5 minutes. Like,
I've
surely.
fallen asleep back here. Done.
Okay.
All right.
Karina.
Oy, oy.
Get your hands on these balls.
All right.
Ready, Karina?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. What the hell?
Julia said, "What the hell?" I don't know.
So we don't know, Julia. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. Not sure what happened with
Very
this one,
concerned about that, but okay.
Oh, he's sort of grabbing
but he's
him
gripping
with 2 fingers.
Yeah.
a little 2-finger grip.
The little
He's
two-
taking his pulse.
Oh.
This is a doctor.
It's like your heart rate's elevated, my guy.
Places him in front of you. What do you think of this?
Okay.
You're telling me you don't like this?
Yeah.
Breathe in.
He brought it to like the national like dog show.
Judge.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, but
Where are you putting
It's
this
called perspective. Okay, and I did it. Good.
line? No, I was talking to myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're free of sin.
Oh, for once.
Yeah. You're
I'll
absolved.
take it. Yeah.
Oh, you've been blessed.
I feel great actually. I must have had some sin built up in there
Damn.
that I wasn't addressing.
I guess you should wear a tie.
that secret sin.
Secret sin. Some call Drawfee the secret
Why
sin.
did I draw the hands like this?
I thought it was a stylistic choice.
At least needs thumbs.
Oh
There
yeah.
we go.
Okay,
There
yeah.
we go.
Yeah, you need thumbs to be able to grip onto this boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks wet.
Because of all the drips.
Yeah. Probably
Yeah.
like a slippery guy. I don't think he's furry. I think he's just like skin.
Skin.
Yeah. Yeah, you get it.
I get you.
You get the vision.
Okay,
The skin vision.
He is wearing clothes. It's not just a tie and nothing else. That's good.
Yeah.
He has the vibe of like an office worker who this is his hobby on the side, but he's like way too into it. And it's like really a big part of his personality. And if this doesn't shake out,
Yeah.
he's gonna go off the deep end.
Yeah, his cubicle is like covered in like dog show ribbons.
Third place every time.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a fun competition show. It's like, it's not a competition for the dogs. It's a competition for the dog judges to see who can do the best job judging the dogs.
Oh, and then they get a prize.
They get to be actual dog judges.
Who judges the judges?
Well, there's another competition to see who gets to judge the judges.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It's competitions all the way down.
I was thinking
Third.
too, what might be a good competition is that your goal is to get third place.
Okay.
So you're trying to like concoct a perfect third place dog.
That's literally how I play Smash Bros with Nathan. I'm like, I'm not here to win. I'm just here to not lose.
Third place, baby. I'm aiming for it.
Yeah.
But if you make the dog too good, you're going to get second or first place, and you don't
Yeah.
want that either.
And that's basically last.
Yeah.
By the way.
You don't want to like go over. It's like Price is Right.
Yeah.
And the right price is third place.
Yeah. It's that's the full title of the
Yeah.
competition. It's like The Price is Right and the right price is third place.
In another world.
Is it wrong?
Is it wrong?
Change.
Get
I'm
me
back.
Out of here. Get me
I
out.
fully look at my phone for the last like 5 seconds so that I can't like, you know,
Miss it.
strategically say when to stop. It just happens.
Yeah, I like that. We got to be honest with this.
Yeah. Nathan, you ready?
I'm back in it.
3, 2, 1, go.
We're just going to finish up the bit that I had started on when I got the time
Oh.
called and no one
No one finished.
no
it
one
up.
finished that up. Okay, now we've got to decide who this arm is attached to.
Yes.
All right, let's just sort of...
So this is another judge,
Well, this is the award giver.
the
Yeah.
award giver.
They don't judge, they just hand out.
Yeah. The judge whispers in their ear, and then they go over. They're like,
This is
Well,
for you.
They said this is for you. Don't shoot the messenger.
I don't have any dog in this race. No pun
Oh,
intended.
literally.
And then maybe there's like a second judge who's judging the award giver.
Whoa.
It's another competition like within it.
Oh, there's two. So there's 2 competitions happening at the same time.
This looks like Caldwell.
This is Caldwell.
Okay, it looks less like Caldwell now, but
Oh my god, this is the same guy as the other guy. What is this is becoming very dreamlike now.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's got bigger eyes though. He's angrier.
Yeah, he's perceiving more.
It's the kind of thing where I'd wake up and tell Jacob about my dream, and he's like,
Oh.
"Why? Why?
Why did you tell me this? Why did you dream
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Where did this come from? What do you mean?
So a guy was submitting his guy Sphinx to the dog competition, and then the person who handed out the rewards was the same guy.
And I've like stopped listening almost instantaneously. No, Julia doesn't have dreams like this. Julia has dreams that are like, I had a dream I had to do some work.
Yeah.
And then
Stop.
someone
Just made one of the pupils a little bigger.
He's kind of looking to heaven.
All right, Jacob.
Okay, I'm coming back in.
I
feel like we're gonna have to do like another piece after this piece.
No, we can just keep adding
You
to
think
this
so?
one.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can-
see why not.
You could shrink. You could do a shrink and
Shrink and
expand.
dink.
We can
Go.
shrink the Sphinx.
Oh, okay.
Shrink the Sphinx.
I think I want to introduce the first place dog.
Oh, okay. They're lined up. Where's the second place dog?
Don't worry about
It's
it.
not really for me to.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Well, they've got odds and
worry about.
evens lined up on different sides of the podium.
Yeah.
That's how they like to do it.
like street addresses.
Yeah. This one's like street addresses.
This?
The odds and ends may never meet. Oh.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, he loves it.
He's
Well, this
into
is a
it.
first place Sphinx dog right here.
Right. But
Right.
does he know that the goal was to get third place?
I don't think he does.
Okay.
Does it look like he knows?
He looks very proud of himself.
Well, he's like, sorry. I'm too good to get third place. I just can't do it.
I don't know why you put me in this competition.
You should have known what would happen.
I'm a first place getter.
It's what I do. I get it.
I look kind of like Mac tonight.
Kind of.
If Mac tonight was hot.
Mac tonight, more like Mac right now, am I right? That's me.
That's me.
I'm happening right now.
Anyways, what are you doing for dinner later?
Would you like some Mac?
Tonight?
Sucks.
That's just sort of the vibes I'm getting from him.
That's what he does.
That's
That's just him.
That's the
Done.
Okay.
Very
Well, I
well.
guess this doesn't necessarily have to be the dog. It could be.
It could just be a guy.
Could be a
Yeah.
guy. I don't know.
Karina will determine.
What if it is just a guy?
3, 2, 1, go.
Because I guess it could be
Hello.
a guy that's like, wow, you did it. Third place.
Wow. Yeah. He's like leaning in. Wait.
What if he works for like the newspaper? Like he's an old timey newspaper guy. I got the scoop.
Could I have a moment of your time for the scoop?
Yeah. In the paper.
In the paper, the newspaper, old-timey style.
I just need a quote.
Smile over
Quote.
here, bud.
Yeah, you got like the.
One for the pictures.
Oh, maybe they're sweating because the award giver, this is like, he goes up to everyone and almost gives it to them, and then he like goes to the next one.
Oh yeah, it's unclear.
That's so mean.
Let's see if you really got that third place, bud.
Yeah. Could
This is the
be
closest
the
he's
one?
gotten.
The closest he's gotten.
Yeah. It's pretty close. Is it gonna go all the way?
But the other guy's got to like hold him back because if the dog moves forward to hit the ribbon, you're disqualified.
Oh.
Yeah.
Price is Right style.
Price is Right style. Just like it.
What do reporters do?
They got like maybe a notepad
Yeah, okay.
or like a recording device.
Oh sure.
A box camera with a big old flash bulb on
I
top.
thought about I think
Yeah.
I was poising this arm for a box camera and then I decided I didn't want to do that.
That's very fair.
Could just be his phone.
It's me holding my notepad.
Can you write something on here?
Yeah.
What is this? I don't know what you use this for.
It's my first day.
They didn't tell me what to do with this object.
Do you write it or do I write it?
Is this a snack?
I tried eating
like a
it.
snack.
Yeah, it didn't taste very good, but
Maybe I just need a better dip.
Hey, anybody know where I can get some dip around here?
yeah, the one that came in this little flute-shaped object didn't taste very good. It just makes the snack dirtier.
It stained my teeth.
Why do I want to give him like that kind of hair?
Ooh,
Ooh.
very
I think-
ghost
Yeah, I
tricky.
think that's right. Yeah. I was getting like Phoenix Wright ghost trick vibes from this guy already.
Same.
So,
It's because you made him look like the guy that looks like you,
like me?
the inspector.
The guy that looks, oh, fuck.
Cabanella.
Inspector Cabanella. When will I escape him?
It's this. Okay. This guy doesn't have. He's got no sleeves.
Now it looks like he pulled his. Oh,
That's a
Sleeveless
look.
suit shirt.
I
love
no one
it.
else gave him sleeves.
And he's like, maybe he looks nervous because he's like, I'm trying out a look.
I
I don't know what everyone thinks about it, though.
He's
No
like,
one's commented.
No one's complimented me. Okay, maybe this can be the first place dog.
Oh, back here.
Yeah.
You better hope you
Oh.
don't run out of time, because if you do, it's not going to be the first place dog. It's going to be another guy.
Maybe that's why I just want to do the setup and not the actual.
It's honestly starting to look like this could be like a painting.
Every frame of painting.
Every frame of painting of Drawfee.
It's doing the thing where a dog looks at you.
Oh.
The side eye, the dog side eye. It's one of my favorite animal looks. They're looking at you like, I know you're going to do something, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to do in this situation.
If I look directly at him, you might notice.
If I face my head this way, he'll think I'm looking this way, but then my eyes can watch.
That's a really good face, Karina.
Okay. I guess the big ears.
Yeah.
So they all look kind of like this.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's, it's best in show.
Yeah, this is the category.
Yeah, the category is Sphinx dog.
They're called dinks.
They're called
Dinks.
dinks.
Dinkses.
Yeah. Show stopping dinks. Yeah, still just
Yeah,
going.
still
huh?
still
Yep.
cooking.
Yeah,
still
you-
cooking. You had a long one.
Congrats.
Isn't it weird how, like, when we're just drawing for an episode, 5 minutes seems really short, but when we're
Yeah.
doing this, it seems like an eternity.
Yeah. Like I've lived 10 lifetimes in the expanse of this one dink.
Yeah, you thought you were just gonna sort of give us a hint of the dink,
Yeah.
but this is you're going full dink.
A taste of dink.
I got the whole dink in with time to spare, apparently.
Stop.
Oh, you're free.
All right.
Yeah, you had like 4 minutes and 45 seconds or something.
That's almost max time.
Yeah.
What the hell?
All right, Nathan, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
What are you doing with the mouse?
I am.
Oh, you're gonna shrink it?
I wanna. Yeah, I want to make a copy though,
Oh, you're gonna make a
and now I'm gonna shrink.
You okay?
You're gonna
Sorry.
make
Okay, boyo?
Sorry, something happened.
upbeat.
Now I'm gonna shrink. I'm shrinking the dink.
Oh, shrinky dinks.
Shrinky dinks.
God, it truly does have like a Dutch Renaissance quality to it. Huh?
Yeah.
It's gonna turn into like, what is it called? The Night Watch?
Night hawks.
Night.
No, I think it's the Night Watch.
Night
From Game of Thrones.
boogie nights.
Boogie Night Watch.
Is it a dream?
Yeah.
You just draw Mario sleeping.
It's Mario.
Are you thinking of yokai watch?
No, I'm thinking about Night Watch from Rembrandt.
Rembrandt.
That one. Well, no, now it's a
Oh,
dream.
yeah, now it's Mario's
now it's the end of
dream.
Mario. Super Mario 2.
Mario's dream.
Nathan, you've used this conceit before, I feel.
What, making something a dream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always do that.
You always do
actually.
this.
Well,
You always want everything to be Mario's dream, and I'm sick of it.
I wasn't going to draw Mario until Julia said, who said Mario?
Excuse me?
Karina said
what?
Mario.
Who said Mario?
I
Karina
said
said
Mario.
Mario.
Karina said Mario. I
like how you shrunk it to make more space, but then filled almost all of that
The
space,
space
with
with
Thought
Mar-
Balloon and Mario.
Oh yeah, why is the thought balloon so?
I can fix it.
Well, you can make it smaller, or you can flesh out the interior
Oh,
more.
you know what I'm picking. We got to get this right up on the edge here.
Get it close.
I like that Mario's like.
Yeah, he doesn't like his dream. It's stressing him out.
This is a stress dream for him. It's
Yeah.
not even there.
It's like, I don't know what any of these people are.
Mamma mia.
Is he
Yeah.
gonna get third place or not? I
Yeah,
don't know.
I thought maybe I would make the person sleeping someone like in the picture, but you said Mario, so
No one forced you to make it Mario.
I just love a suggestion. I love incorporating a suggestion.
It was just the composition of just shoving it up in the corner made me think of the like Mario ending screen where he's just dreaming.
Where he's dreaming the whole thing.
Yeah, this is the bad ending. That's why he looks troubled.
Yeah.
Who's the himbo in Skyward Sword?
Goose?
Groose?
Groose. The reporter kind of looks like Groose.
He does. Yeah, he does look like that guy.
Whoa. The Groose is loose in Mario's dreams, and that's why he's stressed?
Is he stressed or is he like hot and bothered, you know?
His peanuts?
With his peanuts.
He's making that face because of his peanuts?
Yeah.
Oh, the Groose is loose.
Because he saw the Groose. And it affected his peanuts in a personal way.
Yeah.
The ways that he's never experienced.
For sure. I was expecting another short one, I'm gonna be honest.
Expect nothing.
Yeah. You don't get to decide. The
see.
timer decides.
Something needs to be over here.
His peanuts? Oh. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't go there.
Oh, it's the window.
And the wall.
Oh, who's this?
Squidward?
It's Toad.
Stop!
Well, we don't know. Jacob gets to decide who it is.
It might be Toad.
3, 2, 1, go. Jesus Christ.
Is that your reaction to the time it gave?
Yeah.
I don't know what to make
I don't know what that means.
Maybe we should have done shorter timers.
Okay, you got the maximum time.
Got another long one, huh?
Another long one today, boys.
Oh, it's that guy. He's influencing the dream.
Is this the Sandman?
He could be. He's like some sort of dream wizard.
He's some sort of dream invader.
Yeah, the demon.
The angry man.
And maybe he's like, if only I can get into Mario's subconscious.
It looks like Elmer Fudd.
If only I could get into Mario's subconscious.
Stares at him so hard.
Be very quiet. I'm entering Mario's dreams.
Why, you ask? I don't know.
Wife is a mystery.
My wife is a mystery.
My wife.
My wife, Bugs Bunny.
My wife left me.
Confounds me.
There's Elmer Fudd's hat.
Okay, so in the dream, he makes them imagine him with a little tuft of hair that he doesn't have in real life.
Yeah.
He's like, and in the dreams I have hair. Also,
just a little bit.
I'm winning an award, but also I'm the judge. Because I'm a winner, but also I'm such a winner, I'm also the judge. It's kind of like when you're like 7 and you write cool fanfic that includes yourself.
I don't think he has like full control over.
Yeah, he influences the dream, but
it's still a little fucked up.
yeah.
He did not put the reporter in the dream. We don't know where that came from.
He keeps showing up in the dreams I make.
Oh yeah, and so he's like, no, Mario's getting attracted to the reporter again, and not me.
He's supposed to get attracted to me. To make my wife, Bugs Bunny, jealous.
Wow. What a twisted tale. Oh yeah. Some real magical finger stuff. Oh, he's
the window's open.
He's coming in.
There's no glass on these windows.
The
Curtains.
The
with no
curtain
glass.
just sort of goes outside.
Mario has never been taught where the curtains go. His little skibbity fingers.
And it's obviously it's affecting.
Stop.
It's affecting what?
I don't know.
It's affecting.
It's just affecting.
Aren't we all?
Ah!
We're really good at the seat change.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god.
Julia, what's happening?
What did you do?
This timer sucks.
It's random.
It's random.
Well, it randomly sucks.
Wow.
You may as well say the freaking nature of the cosmos itself sucks. Is that what you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, is Bugs in there?
Oh my god.
Buggus. Buggus
I don't
Bun.
remember what he looks like.
Well, I mean, this is the dream version, so he can be a little
Yeah.
off model.
Yeah. In a dream, you don't notice like the subtle wrongness
Yeah.
until you wake up and you're like, that Bugs Bunny wasn't right.
It's like Bugs was there, but he wasn't Bugs, you know?
He was different.
Like, I knew it was Bugs, but it also, like, it didn't look like Bugs. Oh, what's this? Oh, there's
Someone's in
Oh.
bed next to him.
who could it be?
Oh, is this why he's so troubled by his attraction?
It's
It's
Bugs.
Is it Bugs or is it Tails?
What?
It kind of looks like Tails a little bit too.
Okay, it's Bugs.
It's Bugs.
That would be too many crossovers, Jacob.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That would just be stupid.
Get
I'm
a hold
sorry.
of yourself.
I'm sorry, everyone.
So Elmer Fudd is trying to influence Mario's dreams because he's angry at Mario for stealing Bugs.
His wife
His wife.
left him.
And so he wants
For
to get
Mario.
revenge by making Mario attracted to him instead.
But instead, Mario's getting attracted to this mysterious
Reporter.
which, you know, sort of having a similar effect.
Yeah, it is troubling the relationship for sure, but
Where is Mario?
Mario is missing.
Mario is missing
Well,
from
in-
his own dream.
Well, in the dream, when you dream, it's like
When me dream.
you're in the. It's still like first person. Like Mario is
Yeah.
just. This is from Mario's
POV,
perspective.
you are Mario and you're seeing this. What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do and what happens to your peanuts?
Let us know down
us
below.
Oh, he's blushing a little bit.
Because there's this hot reporter who keeps showing up. And his wife is there.
Yeah.
Well, his girlfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he
They're not
has,
serious.
I think that
Yet.
makes it all the more scandalous because like Bugs is there too, but Mario is looking at the reporter.
Yeah, but Bugs is open to Polly.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. That tracks.
Yeah, I can't imagine Bugs being like locked down in,
Yeah.
a, in
Absolutely
a
not.
monogamous situation. He's too horned.
He's too freewheeling.
Yeah,
He's
I
a
don't
free
know what else to
spirit.
add.
I mean, this could be it. You know,
I don't-
like you just run out the clock.
Yeah.
yeah.
okay.
Just finish it off, and because it's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And it tells a full and complete story.
Yeah.
That's very obvious to a viewer, I think, even without context.
Yeah, I mean, this would be hanging up in a museum, and it would have like that little note at the bottom that explains it, but it would say like, "This should be pretty obvious."
As they often do in museums.
Should go without saying.
Yeah. What? You don't get it? Well, okay.
Okay, maybe this one's not for you then.
Yeesh.
Maybe art's not your thing.
Yeah. Jesus.
I feel like if that one painting that's like the nightmare and it's like the gremlin sitting on the dude's chest, like
Mhm.
if that gets to be a painting in a museum, then this should be also.
Yeah.
Because this is also a nightmare of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah. If one nightmare painting gets to be in a museum, then any.
Yeah.
I think that's only fair.
This is Mario's point of view. That's his nose.
That's his nose.
I love that from his perspective, he's always seeing his own nose.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's big.
I mean, I guess I see my own nose when I
Stop.
like...
Yes, okay.
You did it! You
Wow.
got us there!
Wow. Incredible.
masterpiece.
Art. Improvised artistry live.
This is some classic shit right here.
Yeah.
That's that good stuff.
This is what you're not getting this unless you come here.
Yeah, we used to be a real channel. We did shit like this.
And we still do, so I guess we still are.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
So subscribe. And if you
Please.
unsubscribed at some point, it's time to hop back on.
You can
buddy.
come back.
Get your ass in here.
You could be in the room with Mario
You could be.
or Elmer
It's up to you.
or God forbid,
Bugs.
Bunny.
Bug is bunny.
Bugs, not the insect, but the,
bunny.
rabbit.
Well, this is a fun challenge. I would definitely revisit this
Yeah.
idea. I feel like it's infinite,
Yeah.
Much like time
much like time.
and your support, audience.
Is infinite?
It's infinite.
Yeah, because there's so many ways you can support us.
Like what? Name 3.
Well, aside from liking and subscribing and commenting down below, Patreon. That's a big one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. You get a lot of perks.
It's the best way to support us, I would say.
I would say
Yes.
that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if you do that, we will be in your dreams. But if maybe that's not your ideal reward, well, gosh, we are on Twitch.
We are on Twitch.
Mondays.
And I think we bring this type of energy to the Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, the tripping over chairs and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
to see that all the time.
Yeah, constantly. And we also do merch
We sure do.
at our store, DFTBA, link down below. Click it.
Click it.
What are you scared of?
Good.
This is me influencing you to click it.
Click
I am
it.
Elmer Fudd at your window. But yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We're sorry.
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 Sorry.